So back in JS let's start with the very basics. Let's create a symbol. So I will create such a new symbol. I'll name my variable symbol by using the symbol object like this. And this is important. You don't have a new keyword here. It's this kind of constructor thing without the new keyword. And then to this, well, object or function, you may pass one argument which is only there for debugging reason. So let's name it debug here. And this is only there so that if you print the symbol, you will see this debug message, but you can't really use it throughout your code. It's only there for you that you know which symbol it is. Because remember, behind the scenes, the symbol will represent a unique ID and not that debug thing. So if I now print the symbol, let's start simple. So I print symbol. What do you think I'll see if I hit run? Well, I see object symbol. So exactly what I was explaining. It is an object here, but we don't see anything else. We don't see the ID for which it stands. Now if I add the toString function here and I hit run again, then you see also the debug string you accessed here. So this allows you to check which symbol it actually is if you wanted to do that. So that's how we create a symbol. And now let's check the type of it. So if I have type of symbol and I hit run, what do you think we'll see? We get symbol. So as I explained, this is a new primitive. It's no object. It is a primitive in the end. Now I was explaining that symbols are unique and I'm going to prove it. If I create another symbol here and I create it in exactly the same way as before, symbol debug, so just the variable name changed. And now if I check if symbol equals another symbol, and I'm only checking with two equal signs to see if they have the same value, what do you think I'll get if I hit run? Now, by the way, I think you assumed that we get false, and that is indeed true. So we get false, these symbols do not match, because again, behind the scenes, they stand for unique IDs, so for different IDs, of course. Now, I was already explaining that symbols are great in conjunction with objects. So let's have a look at this. I'll create such an object here. And let's say I have my name property, which might be Max. But then I also will have the symbol as a property. And I can do this with the new syntax I explained or showed you in the first module, where we can use a variable property name. So by using squared brackets and then symbol, I'm actually using symbol here as a property name. If I would not have squared brackets, well, then I would just create a property of name symbol and not use the symbol up here, right? So now I can assign symbol to be 22, for example. And what do you think will now happen if I print this object here? What do you think we'll see if I hit run? We only see name Max. That's what I was talking of earlier. The symbol is actually not printed out. You also wouldn't see it if I use a for in loop. But it is still there, as I can prove to you if I exit it explicitly with the squared brackets notation on the object. So if I now hit run, we get 22, so you see it is there. It's just a bit hidden. And that again is the meta programming part I was talking of. You could store some meta information about this object, like created at and then a timestamp if that is important for your application. And then you could access it if you need it. But if you, in another place in your app, loop through all the keys, and that created at timestamp is not actually something you need at this point, then this is great. It won't show up, it won't get altered or, well, assigned to somewhere else where it might be wrong. So this is why symbols are really an important and useful tool to add some meta programming power to your objects or to your app as a whole.